It's another alleged gameplay video. Welcome back to the game room. We've got ourselves some proper gaming now. Proper gaming. River Raid on the Atari VCS. One of my favourites. Let's give it a quick bash. And I'm using an original joystick on this one. I was going to use the Mega Drive, but I'll tell you about that in a second. Yeah, it's Activision. I mean, Activision were the masters, weren't they, really, of the VCS? They really were. Not as good as I was years ago. Probably haven't played this in about 5 years. But I think what also makes this game quite unique, I think it has some kind of procedurally generated system for the map. Because that was the idea, just to try and go as long as possible. More so than actual points. And I do have the second one. I don't really... Whoa! I don't really understand the second one, to be honest with you. I find it quite a difficult game. Because they introduced... I think they introduced elevation into it as well. And if I can remember, I think you have to land and take off from an aircraft carrier. I do have it. I must dig it out and try and give it some proper time, I suppose. Used to love doing that. Yeah, what's really weird is the Mega Drive controller. If I use that with an extension cable, it creates a problem with the picture. So no idea what's happening there. But you know, all the consoles I've got in the collection, when you think how old this machine is, this is an original VCS. It fires up every single time. And the cartridges, most of the cartridges are made of the cheapest, crappiest form of white metal. Oh. And I rarely, if ever, have I had to clean them. You know, contact-wise. Oh. This was amazing when it came out. But really, another really good Activision game. Graphically, and quite a lot of depth to it, is Robot Tank. If you ever get a chance to play it. It's miles better than Atari's version of Battlezone. Was it Battlezone? You might be able to hear a really nasty clicking noise. It's the right direction on this controller. I think it's snapped inside. So I've got two original ones, and I've got two controllers that came with the flashback. Luckily, they're compatible. What I'd really have liked years ago, I would like it now. It's quite expensive and fairly unreliable. I want the actual the wireless controllers for this. You should see the size of them. I think they use like a proper radio signal or something. Massive things with an aerial on it. Looks like you're some kind of 1970s terrorist that's going to detonate a bomb somewhere. doing alright so far. Considering this is the first time I've fired it up for years. Just trying to think of other Activision games. Oh, I've got Space Shuttle. Now I haven't played that yet, but I'm really looking forward to playing that. An amazing game. I've got it boxed and complete, and it comes with its own, like, I'm not going to make this. It comes with its own sort of custom overlays, so it uses every single switch on the VCS. And it's a nice system to collect for the VCS. Obviously now it's completely fallen out of popularity, but you'll be surprised at the games you can get complete, boxed, in good condition. And collectors nowadays will tell you that, oh yeah, it's because, you know, at the end of the day there's not a lot of depth to a VCS game. But I don't think it's about that. It's just a generational thing, and this the same fate will happen to everything else. You know, PlayStation 1. The same thing will happen to all of them. You know, people will go through that need, that nostalgic burst, and you know, whoa, and these machines will just simply fall out of favour. Getting pretty tough now. And sometimes when we were kids, you just go full power. See how long you could last. So I'm going to leave it there. You know what it is. It's one of the best VCS games you can get. Enough of all that rubbish, that Atari Jaguar, and enough of this nonsense with this crowd-funded VCS debacle that's been unfolding for the past couple of years. You're never going to see that machine. Let's face it. You're never going to see it, which is just a glorified desktop PC and a mini one at that. So yeah, I really like that. I'll go back to this game every few years. God, you remember if you got a really high score, if you beat the high score, I tried it as a kid, and you used to take a photograph of it, and you, in the hope that you would get an Activision badge, get your mum to sew your badge on. Yeah. Funny enough, I was looking at an Atari 7800 the other day on Facebook. It was quite a reasonable price. It was boxed and everything else. I think the 7800 is also backwards compatible with this. I think it is. But over the years, I've heard issues about it. Its output and everything else. But I'm pretty pleased with the output on this. It's just RF. I'm never going to mod it or anything else. I couldn't bring myself to do that and ruin a perfectly immaculate VCS. But it just keeps soldering on. Just keeps going and going. Whatever cartridge you put in there, there's no reason to clean it. It just fires up. Bang. There it is. I wish I could say the same about my SNES. I really do. You guys take care of yourselves. The seagulls are going crazy on my roof. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.